Hey guys, it's Zekin. Today we're going to be working on the Gorilla Enclosure as well as taking a look at some of the other stuff I've done in the zoo. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, before I get into anything I'm doing right now, I'd like to welcome all of the new subscribers that have just recently subscribed to my channel. I appreciate the fact that you guys actually subbed and committed to watching my videos, and that's a kind of very mind-blowing and humbling thing to think about. About a few weeks ago we had just hit 300 subs and now we're actually surpassing 500 subs, so that is a really kind of mind-blowing thing to think about. All of your subs, all of your likes and comments has really helped my channel a lot, and I like to encourage you guys to do more of that so I can know what you guys like and what you guys dislike and what you guys want. And yeah, I also like to thank Planet Zoo for giving me a shout out. I'm not really on any other social media account like Twitter or Instagram, so I haven't found a way to kind of directly thank them. So if any of you guys are listening, I appreciate the fact that you guys gave me a shout out, and that has actually helped out my channel a lot. So thank you guys. Anyways, today we're going to be working on a Gorilla Enclosure, and this is not based off of anything in particular. It is just me fiddling around with a bunch of pieces, and eventually I came up with this. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It has a similar layout to the bonobo habitat, in which it has an indoor section as well as an outdoor section. And yeah, as you can see, I am dividing the viewing areas into 3 separate areas, in which the first one is like the teaser, second one is like 360-degree view, and third one just like an overview. I'll show that more in the live portion of the video. And yeah, if you guys are wondering why I posted like a little late, it's because in the week my game kind of was a bit buggy, in which when I loaded up the park file it just crashed immediately, and so I didn't really know what to do. But eventually I just left it overnight and then came back and launched up the game, and eventually it just fixed itself. So still trying to stick with the weekend schedule kind of thing, so that you guys know when I'm going to be posting and stuff like that. So like I said, my schedule is very hectic, so it's maybe variable, but it's mostly around weekends. And if I can't make it weekends, probably do Mondays, but mostly weekends. So as you can see, I'm using this wonderful font by Moblong. I'll leave a link to it in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And it's like a very nice little tiny font, which is very useful. So I use it to spell out the gorilla, and so I'll place it at the overhead of all the viewing areas so that people know like they're looking at gorillas and stuff. I'm also gonna place education boards down so guests can be educated and stuff. So I basically covered the outdoor facade of the indoor enclosure with just a bunch of rocks to make it like to vibe with the whole foresty kind of tropical area, and so I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I also added a bunch of vines to make it look a bit overgrown and stuff, but like I didn't place the vines too low, because if I placed the vines too low then the gorillas could grab onto it. So I placed them a bit high up so it will look still stunning, but it's also feasible, practical. So pretty happy with how it came out. As you can see, I'm starting work on this gazebo section over here. I've already placed down the gazebo off camera, but I'm filling it up with a bunch of tropical plants and everything. So just where guests could like maybe chill off, or if they want to like be immersed in the whole tropical vibe and everything, they can head over under the gazebo. And also if they want to get a bit of shade too, they can also get there. So as you kind of just saw, I made these nice custom tropical plants out of aloe veras and what's it called again? The mangrove tree, out of the mangrove tree, which has a bunch of long extending roots. So I flipped it upside down, used those thin roots to make this nice stem for the flower, for the plant which you see I made. So I use Mike Sheet's 2-meter path technique. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll actually leave a link to it. I think it's the one he did for Delay Designer's mailing zoo. So I'll leave a link to it if you guys want to learn how to make thin paths out of cube paths. So it's a really informative video. So yeah, I made them out of this the path system, and I wanted it to be like a nice narrow path in which guests could just follow if they would just want to hop over to the other side of the African area instead of walking around and taking a 180. I'm filling this area up with a bunch of more plants and stuff and tropical stuff over here to make it look a bit more lush and lively. Okay, I also want to give a big shout out to Cavity Creep for actually giving me sending me over the Arctic pack. So I'm using some of the wooden base structures for the columns over here. And if you don't know who Cavity Creep is, he's a dude that's making awesome professional content on YouTube right now. He gives tips on how to become a better builder. He makes videos on the park he's working on, which is stunning, by the way. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below, and there should be a pop-up that will pop up right now in the top right corner, so you guys should go check it out. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about DLCs right now because it's been like 3 or 4 months, I think 4 months since the game dropped, and everyone right now is anticipating for a new DLC drop, and hopefully it's gonna be something that will bring people back to playing the game because it's kind of a bit on the verge of going like unpopular right now. And so hopefully, I'm actually kind of hoping for a aquarium and a sea life DLC, maybe Oceania or something like that at least contains maybe fish, or if they could make something like a aviary kind of thing, aviary DLC, that would actually bring a lot more people back playing the game. Because if they do something like they did for the Arctic pack, in which they only released 4 animals, people would just probably stop playing the game because people just won't want to play the game anymore because of the lack of variety of animals and engagement within the game. And so hopefully we can get, I don't know, I'm not confirming it, but it's if they want to really get the game's popularity back up, they're gonna have to release maybe an aquariums or a birds DLC in my case. So that's pretty much my view on DLCs. If you guys have more of your views and opinions about the future DLCs, be sure to leave a comment below so I can read through. So yeah, pretty much at this point I'm kind of lost for word. I don't have anything else to talk about, so I will catch you guys in a short while in the live portion, which I'll leave a link for it in the description below, so you can go skip ahead. Okay, so welcome to the live portion of the video. I'm gonna be showing you guys everything I did in the Gorilla Enclosure, as well as the other stuff I added off camera and everything. So, yeah. If you actually come from the main entrance from the African forest area, you just want to head your way down. And like I said in the last episode, this gorilla statue is gonna pay homage to the Gorilla Enclosure which we have here. So I actually told you guys that. So as you can see, if you guys notice, this whole forest is a bit more dense now because I added a bit of like forest perspective forests over here, because the ones on top over there are not like real long line of heavy bushes. They're just like a forest perspective kind of thing, so it's not really a thick forest. Let me just show you guys. See, if you actually look at it, it's just like a long line of trees that make it look like a really thick forest. So that was pretty good. Okay, let me try to find the staff member. Head back. Wait, how do you get over there? Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's head back into Tejicam mode. Head back into the African area. So if you actually walk down and straight towards the Gorilla Enclosure, you'll see I have its pillars changed to a different color, and as well as also the other pillars. I changed them to different colors because Africa has a lot of different nice colors involved. So the default ones look a bit too boring in my sense, so I changed it up a bit. So the bonobos have this red and yellow texture going on over here, and then for the gorillas they have this dark green yellow texture going on. So I wanted guests to have a really good view of the gorillas and everything. So there are 3 viewing points. First one being this one, which you'll get a nice peek, which you're seeing here, of the gorillas, and them you'll see them climbing and doing all sorts of stuff. This is just like the teaser kind of view, just first view. And then when you then head on down, you will see this large viewing area. Oh, look at a little gorilla baby over here. The glass is a little cracked. I need to get a mechanic in here. But anyways, you'll have this large viewing area in which you'll get a whole 360 degrees kind of view, the whole habitat over here. So you're gonna get really good views of the gorillas from here. So then, apart from this, we have one last viewing point over here, which peeks out into here if you want to get like an overview of the whole Gorilla Enclosure. So from the first point you get a teaser, and then a main 360 degrees view from the big large viewing area, and then like an overview that looks towards the end of the habitat. And so that was pretty cool. So let me head on into the actual Gorilla Enclosure, just warp into the glass, and you'll see I have these nice custom structures over here that I put together. One which I'm very most proud of is this kind of triangular, kind of weird supporting climbing frame over here. It's really cool. I've never actually seen them using it, but it looks pretty good, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm not sure if it's that good, but really happy with how it came out. So anyways, if we head on into the interior portion, it's pretty much like similar to the bonobos habitat over here. And so you'll have the shutters to close off when there's rain or snow or anything. And then I put the heater in under the mat so that when it gets too cold, the gorillas will be heated up nicely in here. So I think that's pretty much all I have for the Gorilla Enclosure. So, well, I added these overhead canopy structures over here to give the gorillas nice shades and everything. And you can see more of the fake forest I have going up on top of there. And so yeah, okay, so let's head on out Oh wait, before I get into that, I want to show you guys something. Let's head on up here. This is like a tunnel that connects the overhead walkway to the two enclosures. So if let's say they were to want to release the gorillas out, then they'll close off the bonobos and open it up like I did over here, and then the gorillas will actually be able to walk through. I'll sort that out next episode. But that's pretty much the idea of this kind of tunnel. And if they want to get the bonobos out into the enclosure, they'll close up the gorillas and open the bonobo section. So that's pretty good. So let's head back down. Hope I'm not stuck. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's head back. Oh geez, now I think I'm really stuck now. Yep, I'm stuck. Okay, so another thing I added is this African gift shop over here, in which I'm really happy with how it came out. It sells a lot of fabrics, glasses, sculptures, beads and stuff. So I made them out of a bunch of clutter I have in here. Like these beads, I turned like the hanging disc and everything, I turned them to the sides, and it looks like maybe discs or plaques or something. And these kind of sculpture, like tiny sculptures over here, it looks like tiny sculptures, but it's just the drums over here. I just flipped them upside down so we can get a better view of them over here. They look like tiny little sculptures that sell out. And so pretty much, yeah. So another thing I did, let's head back, is you'll see I have this nice bamboo wall over here, which pretty much like blocks off the whole African area from the rest of the modernish area, and it does a pretty good job of like shading the modern area, in which it doesn't, like, you don't see any of the like the dome or anything. And actually it also adds to the whole foresty vibe we have going on. So pretty happy with how it came out. So if we head on to the other side, you'll see the African area is pretty much blocked off. If we head on towards the side of the Crocodile Creek, you'll see pretty much the African area is blocked off. And also I added this nice little coffee shop over here for guests, because there's not much of food or drink stalls over here. So I got this out of a bunch of inspiration from the internet and made a little coffee stall over here. Really happy with how it came out. I actually posted it to the workshop, so check the link in the description to check it out and use it for yourself in your own park. So I got the inspiration to do these bamboo wall kind of wooden stuff over here from Pinterest. I'll actually kind of pull up an image right now for you guys, and it has this nice modern kind of bamboo feeling over here, and it does a pretty good job of blocking up the African area, even though you can actually kind of see a little bit of the tree in the background, but it's not so much of the kind of imposing on the modernish. The tree actually kind of fits with the modern vibe we have going here. So most of the African theming is blocked off from the guests, so this actually I'm actually happy with how it came out. So have a bunch of benches over here if guests decide to have a coffee and sit down. And then if you're wondering, this is the back of the bonobo habitat, just so you know. So yeah, pretty much I think that's all we have for today. Is there anything else I'd like to point out? Okay, so we also extended the African foresty area over here, and we added this nice gazebo over here, in which if guests just want to come out and chill and just feel the whole vibe of the African area, they can do so. So I have this little narrow path. I used Mike Sheet's 2-meter path technique to make it, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. So this is a nice gazebo over here in which guests can just come and chill out. So yeah, The overhead walkway for the apes actually extends all the way here because I'm actually planning to make like maybe another kind of monkey enclosure over here. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below for what kind of ape, like monkey animal, we can put over here. And so yeah, the African area is gonna extend all the way here. I'm thinking maybe we'll have more animals like lions and stuff like that, and then we can progress to maybe the Asian area and then the more normal animals. And so, like I said, I'm gonna make like a large expanse of African savanna, like giraffes, ostriches, and stuff like that. So, but they're gonna be placed over here. And pretty much, yeah, that's all I got done like this week. And so, if you guys like what you're seeing, be sure to leave a like on the video. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. When you're subscribed, be sure to turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post anything new. And so yeah, that's all I have for now. See you later, guys, and until then, bye for now. And be sure to stay tuned for the cinematics, which will be coming up soon. Later. I kinda, oh my gosh, I'm stuck again.